combos.
We're super grateful to how 2K have given us opportunities to be involved in, with stuff like this. Being a woman, being a black woman in an industry that doesn't favor us, it really, really helps to know that you have a backing of like 2K.
I heard that a lot of players, 2K players in China play 2K because of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Jared Allen. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Okoro, and it's Stevens in at the power forward position. Now here's Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. And that one drops.
And on that shot, just shrugging off the contact like the pro he is.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Pass to Grant. Outside Thibault. Over Okoro. Thibault, that's good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Okoro. Outside Mitchell. Over Sharp. The offensive rebound. Allen off with the layup. The three ball. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's Garland. His last outing, he had 24 points. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pass to Thibault. He's rebounded by Okoro.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
And after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have, and they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense.
Now here's Thibault. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Shot clock at 5. For 3, here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Okoro. And here's Mitchell to end the run. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Tiny. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And for the Cavaliers, RJ, they found a little bit of rhythm, finally, after the LeBron era.
They sure have. A little 3-year skid. It looked like they were lost, but they kept some veterans around and brought in some great young talent. Maybe not title contenders, but they can make a big splash.
Lopez, he's checked in for Stevens. And another miss by Cleveland.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Cleveland calls timeout. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he lobs it up top.
And it's hard to believe that Garland is only getting better at this, developing into a skilled playmaker.
Now Portland with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Garland against Lillard. Outside Thibault. Pass to Sharp. Lets the three fly. And again, it's Portland with a three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Garland, the pass to Lopez. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Okoro. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late-season momentum.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now Portland with it. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Jeremy Grant out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Tiny in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group for Portland starting the second.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish? Wow.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Magic was tremendous. He finished with 10 points and was a constant presence on the board. And he stuffed the stat sheet, doing a little of everything. Can he do it again? We'll see. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. From deep, Mitchell. And it's Allen who slams it home.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Out to Lillard. Over Garland. Again, the Trailblazers good for two.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Mitchell. Lillard pulls down the board.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Drops in the three.
And it's so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Garland. The shot misses, And the Trailblazers going the other way now. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Back to Garland. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Nice pass right there from Garland. Love seeing that selfless attitude.
Now another view of that incredible Mobile One drive.
Oh, big-time drive and finish. Showing a little artistry on that take. I could watch moves like that all day.
And that one's good. Sharp.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Tries to break his ice. Mitchell misses. Here's Portland now. They're on a 13-4 run. And Grant, Donovan Mitchell wears the number 45. Not one we see a lot of in the NBA.
That's true, B.A. But Donovan's got a good reason to wear it, paying homage to Michael Jordan. Mitchell said growing up, everyone always took 23, so he went to MJ's return number, 45.
Fires the three. He buries it from three. Lillard's got 12.
In terms of shots per game, Lillard's name is always near the top of the list. He's not going to hesitate if the shot's there for him.
Pass to Okoro. Allen with it. Here's Okoro. Just 4 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes. Okoro's got his second basket of the night. The Trailblazers have gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far. Lillard passes to Grant. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Okoro. Back to Mitchell. Blocked!
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Here's Sharp. Takes the three. And again, it's Portland with a three. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Portland.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell.
2 minutes.
Here's Okoro, covered by Thibault. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the...
One half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Trailblazers opening up a huge gap. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The Cavaliers, 32. Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team. Fans, have a big round of applause.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Garland. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. They've got Darius Garland. He's out there with Donovan Mitchell. Isaac Okoro is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Stevens in at the power forward position. And the three-pointer goes.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Lillard passes to Thibault. Pass to Sharp. Clock at 6. Out to Lillard. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Lillard's got 15 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Jeremy Graham.
First team foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Lamar Stevens. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Lillard passes to Thibault. Here's Tiny. Allen defending. Tiny, no good. Here's Mitchell. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. Back to Garland. Good on the shot. He's got 5.
You see the body control that Garland has. Takes on the defender, gets hit, adjusts, and finishes. It's just a work of art.
Pass to Tiny. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. And here comes Cleveland. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. That'll put the finishing touches on a 5-game road trip. Stevens, and a nice finish on the layup.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, a double-digit deficit. They're going to have to play better. They need more of this kind of aggressive play.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Sharp. 19 points in the game. 6 to shoot. A shot from the mid-range. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Sharp's got 21.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Pass to Stevens. And here's Garland, defended by Lillard. Here's Okoro. Give him 8 points now. Here's Allen. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter.
When you look at the age of Jared Allen, the way he's developed, he could be a top 5 center in the league very soon. Fantastic impact on the court he has.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Stevens. Now here's Mitchell. Fires for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3. And Allen has the defense and finishing that you want from the center spot, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. Allen can switch on the guards with ease. Great lateral movement and contest very well. Having a center that can do that is huge for a team.
And that one's good. Sharp.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. And here's Allen. Back to Okoro. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Okoro's got 10.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Lillard. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
The tenacity from Lillard in the paint is exceptional. Not letting anyone throw him off his shot.
Outside Mitchell. Goes up at the stripe. Portland grabs the miss.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Thibault. Deflects the pass.
2 minutes remaining in
Down
the
low.
third. 2 minutes.
Nice shot by Tiny. He's got 9.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Allen. Can't get it to drop. To the paint. Here's Sharp. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers. So both teams making some changes here. Change here for Portland. Mitchell's checked in for the Cavs. Garland comes in for Lopez. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes, as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting, kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
They've got Grayson Allen. Cody Martin is out there with Nasir Little. Then there's Javon Carter. And it's Tiny in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up. Keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Pass to Allen. Martin outside. Up top, Allen. Over Garland. Another one falls for Portland.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Martin outside. Here's Little. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, or yawning or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot. The block is hot, the block is 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 hot. They tried to me, want me hot. I won't be hot. I run and hit the corner. I'm headed for the border. Mix the with water. To my auntie, Hungary, I can't be. So to my family, I hope they don't like they tryna win a Grammy. I hope it ain't an act like they tryna win an Emmy. I'm tryna get a nut, so I'm moving like I'm Sandy. I'm living underwater, I don't know how I can't breathe. Maybe it's the scuba diver head.
Yeah, that's how I do.
Game last night. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it, you got it. Come on, man.
Yo, we got yours, I got yours. Help him out. Oh, hey, grab that board. Yeah! You want this smoke? Box out! You guys the ones who's gonna be losing today. Turn it up! Turn it up! That's all you! That's all you! Beat the board! Woo-hoo! I got you quiet real quick.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, keep the ball, huh?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Focus! Focus! We're here. Come get it!
One more, one more.
Turn up, baby!
And we are continuing our virtual rap party with our good friends. Welcome back to the show, Bash World and King Jordan. How are you guys feeling today? Bash, you start first.
I'm doing great, wonderful. I'm happy to be here. You know, y'all my family, so whenever I get a chance to be on 2K TV, I'm ready to rock and roll.
And I'm excited to be here too as well. It's always a great celebration to be
And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Wood out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position.
And this is Lillard at his best, sending up a confident shot from the arc like he just knows it's good.
Now, here's Doncic. Back to Irving. The three. They get the rebound. Goes up again. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Morris passes to Wood. And at last, they get one to fall.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
Now, here's Sharp. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Lillard against Doncic.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Passes it to Hardaway. The dish to Doncic. On its way from Irving for two. Another miss by Irving.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here is Doncic after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Back to Doncic. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Grant. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Sharp. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now, here is Irving. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Here's Morris after the made shot from Tiny. They need this. Excellent defense from Tiny. And Kia and the NBA have a long and great relationship. And now, Greg, they've tapped MP to be a spokesman for the brand.
I mean, guys like Blake Griffin and LeBron have worked with Kia in the past. Good move from them to add MP as the next player to rep their brand.
Sharp. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Irving misses.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
First free throw is good.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Simons, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dallas. And Grant drops them both. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Feeds it to Hardaway. Morris outside. Back to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. It's deflected. Now, here's Sharp. Guarded by Hardaway. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Doncic, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
If you give Luka Doncic the mid-range jumper, he'll keep things simple and take it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. He knows they've struggled against this team this year, 0-2 so far this season. He said they are so hard to defend. They have so many guys who can flat out score. In transition and half court, doesn't matter. So individually and collectively, we have to embrace the challenge and force them into an off night. We'll see if they can make all that happen tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Yeah, they're trying to devise a way to contain some big-time weapons.
2 minutes. Hey, guys, it has got to be a collective effort. Really important that they have the trust, and helping one another will be key.
And I think it's going to be hard, obviously, because this is an opponent that can really space you out as well as get to the rim. So you've got to be sound and disciplined.
Now, here's Irving. 26 points for him last game against the Lakers.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Gotta.
Ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Wood, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Morris comes in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Irving subbed in for Doncic. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardy is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Morris in at the power forward.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Hardy passes to Irving. Here's Hardaway. Defended by Thibault. Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers leading by 12. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Hardy. 6 points for him. The three. Hardaway, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Sharp, the pass to Lillard. And here now is Thibault. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Sharp missing. Mavericks trail by 14. Outside Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What I love about Kyrie Irving is there's no fear on the interior. This guy is looking for ways to score.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Lillard with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Hardaway. The rebound by Watford.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now the pass to Wood. Back to Irving. Takes a three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Tiny's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Now, here's Sharp. 17-point lead, their biggest. Good on the bucket.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And the Mavericks call time here. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
Now here is Hardaway. Still looking for his First bucket in this one. Here's Hardy. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland.
Dallas
only allowed 5 points in the
Tim
quarter.
Hardaway Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Elbow. 2.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Portland.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Then for the Mavericks, Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Hardy. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Tiny, in the last game against the Cavaliers, played really well. He had 9 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. He's one of the reasons they're so hot right now. He made a great contribution in that one. And Kevin, let's see if they can keep it going.
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely different when he's raised his game.
Here's Sharp, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Grant the pass to Simons. Grant against Irving.
2 minutes remaining.
Wood at the elbow.
2 minutes.
Doncic feeling it out. And finished off by Wood.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
Simons against Doncic. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Simons has got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Irving. Portland making their last shot. Morris outside. A three-pointer, no good. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Cleveland. Now, here's Thibault. He's guarded by Bullock. And the dunk by Grant.
Now, Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
59 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Irving. Back to Doncic. Pass to Bullock. Pass to Irving. Unloads. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Simons the pass to Thibault. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes to Tiny. The shot from the low post is good. Tiny's got his second bucket of the night.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Doncic against Simon. And that one drops. He's got 9.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And another 3 for Portland.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Tiny out there with Grant. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Grant outside. That shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Outside Hardaway. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway. And that's 13 points for Luka Doncic. Trailblazers leading by 16. And you hear about impacting, winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Here's Hardaway. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Thibault. Count it, good. Thibault's got 6.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Morris right side. Second chance effort, and the layup is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. Dallas calls timeout. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath.
Look at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
Portland, Jeremy Grant at the line for 1.
Here's Doncic. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Morris is out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Ntilikina in at the 1. Simons kicks to Martin. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Martin's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. And another great look at the 2K drive.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
The pass to Pinson. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Simons. Just 3 to shoot. No good from Irving.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Simons. Puts one up from 19, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Back to Irving. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Simons, the pass to Martin. Now, here's Thibault. Back to Martin. Drives to the hoop. Portland needs to get off a shot. Watford drills the three-pointer. Watford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Morris. The offensive rebound. And finished off by Wood.
And creating the second chance opportunity there. Wood has a nose for the ball and the length to make the play.
Back to Simons. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shoots from 14. Tiny grabs the board. Tiny's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. In the corner, it's Martin. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the